Hey everyone, it's Aden. Today's video is going to be talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. It's been officially 1 year since the movie came out, and wow, it's still amazing to me. Like I'm going to watch it again tomorrow night, and like I just want to talk a little bit about it. It's been a whole year. Some people have switched up on it, which I don't understand why, as if they weren't freaking out in the theater like we all were. But like for me personally, the movie is probably the most I've ever been hyped for a movie. And I don't think that's going to change unless something really big with the next Avengers movie is going to happen. Like Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. He has been for a long time. And just to see, even though Toby and Andrew were in the movie, and then a lot of people are saying that that's the reason why it's so good. I don't think so. I think that movie would still be amazing if they weren't in it. And just having them in it makes it so much better. Like seeing those three on screen together, like for me, I'm one of those people who grew up with all three Spider-Man. Like like grew up as a kid. So like what it is I was born in 2004, the same year Spider-Man 2 came out. So when I was really young, I got to see a lot of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And when I was finally like a few years old enough, I could watch the movies. And that's how I fell in love with Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies. They were amazing. I still freaking love them to this day. But as I got older, about like when I was 10 years old, is when like I think or 10 years old, is when they rebooted it and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man came out. And by this time I was like old enough, I was in school and I understood it a bit more, like what Spider-Man stands for and how I could relate to him a lot more. So that's how Andrew personally became my favorite, because I was old enough to understand the consequences and the responsibility that Spider-Man has to deal with. And then after they rebooted him, Tom Holland Spider-Man, which I have a little bit of a close connection with this one. It's kind of personal to me because the year Spider-Man Homecoming came out was my first year of high school, and like me and Tom Holland's Peter were the same age at the time. Then when Spider-Man Far From Home came out, I was in the middle of my high school years, and yeah, same thing. Like it was around the summertime it came out, and yeah, he was on summer break for school and everything. Same thing with me. And then finally, Spider-Man No Way Home came out. Peter was 17 in his senior year around Christmas time. The exact same thing for me. The movie came out when I was 17 around Christmas time of my senior year. And that December of 2021 will always be one of my favorite times of my life because of just how hyped everyone was. Like it was Christmas time. Like everyone's in that spirit. Then we got like me and my friends all just hyped to see the movie. I remember me and Karam have like Spider-Man masks and we were messing around and stuff. Brought him to school and we were messing around. It's just so much fun. We had such a great time in December, and that won't be beat. Just wanted to express a little bit how amazing that movie was. It's been a year already. Wow. Still probably my favorite movie of all time. Okay, on to the next topic I wanted to talk about a little bit was when we're going to be seeing, or if we're going to be seeing Tobey and Andrew Spider-Man again in the MCU. And I think we will be. Like obviously the success of the movie and having all three of them together, everyone loves that. They're going to want to do it again. But they're not going to, I hope they're not going to do it too often. Because the more often they do it, the less special it feels. But Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars, when that comes out, everyone's saying, and that's apparently the rumors, Kevin Feige wants all these people back, like Hugh Jackman and Toby and Andrew and everything. So we're probably going to be seeing Toby and Andrew in Secret Wars. Obviously not going to play as big a role as they did in No Way Home, but we will probably see them, and I kind of hope we'll see them face off against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Because if they're going to follow the comics, which it seems like they will be, Tom will be getting his black suit, the symbiote suit, in Secret Wars, which would be awesome. And to see Toby recognize that symbiote and tell Tom to take it off, and having like the three of them, or at least Toby and Tom, like fight with Tom having the symbiote, that would be awesome to see. So yeah, our next appearance for Toby and Andrew, not confirmed, but it's highly likely we'll be seeing them in Avengers Secret Wars. I also wanted to talk a little bit about Spider-Man 4 and what's been going on with that. There's a lot of new info came out, like that Gwen Stacy will not be the love interest for Tom Holland's Peter Parker in Spider-Man 4, which personally I wanted her to be. Like, Gwen Stacy's my favorite love interest for Peter Parker, but her not being there kind of sucks because I did want to see her, and it doesn't. If they're not going to do it, it doesn't seem like they're going to do it at all. They're probably going to end up doing like a Spider-Gwen storyline or something when they introduce Miles. And speaking of Miles, there was the rumor or like early development that they were going to have Miles either in the same Miles and his family living in the same building as Peter Parker is right now, or they're going to make Miles Peter's roommate, which I still think it's too early for Miles, if you ask me. Like, you can introduce him, yeah, just don't give him powers till like the end of this trilogy, because Peter's finally grown up and he's like doing Spider-Man on his own. If you introduce Miles right away, it doesn't feel right. Like, you got to have Peter be more experienced and stuff before Miles gets his powers. And I don't. If he's Peter's roommate, like, Miles should be younger than Peter. I hope they keep that. If it's his roommate, they're around the same age, which I don't really like. So hopefully Miles, if they do introduce Miles, he'll just be younger and he'll be living in the same apartment as Peter, and they'll just like see him from time to time, and he'll slowly play a bigger character as the movies go on, and he can get his powers by the end of the trilogy. Another thing is that they said Black Cat will most likely be in there. Remember, these are all rumors right now, but Black Cat, and they're not going to sexualize her as much, which like obviously they shouldn't. Which was again, she's going to look a little bit different, which is understandable. And Daredevil. Daredevil is supposed to be in a team up with Spider-Man in this first movie, Spider-Man 4. It's going to be supposed to have like Kingpin and everything. It's supposed to. Spider-Man's even supposed to be in Daredevil Born Again by the end of it, which I don't know if that's probably not going to happen, but hopefully. Apparently, it's supposed to lead straight into here. So Kingpin, Daredevil. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it. I want Tom Holland Spider-Man to do his own thing. Like, stop bringing in an MCU character to babysit him, kind of thing. Like, let him be his own hero. You don't need it to. We know it's in the MCU by now. Like, don't need it to keep tying in a new MCU hero. Let him do his own thing. I don't mind a Daredevil team up, just not yet. And lastly, I just want to talk about the hate that Tom Holland has been getting recently. It's pretty bad. Like, everyone loved Tom Holland as Spider-Man. In like 2016 when they introduced him in Civil War, when his movies came out, Homecoming and everything. Yes, obviously some people didn't like the way his character was written, but that's fine. But Tom Holland freaking loved. Everyone loves Tom Holland as Spider-Man. But then when the rumors of Tobey and Andrew coming back in No Way Home came out, everyone just started hating on this guy. Not just his character, but him himself. Which I don't understand. I've said this a million times. Don't hate on the character. You can hate on the character, that's fine. Just don't hate on the actor, because they're just doing what they're told, with the script they're given. Like, Tom Holland, like, it got so bad that he needed to take a break from social media. That's the kind of hate he was getting. He's talking about how crap he is, which I don't understand, because everyone loved him not a few years ago until Tobey and Andrew came back. Then all of a sudden, everyone's hating on them. Like, they're all amazing. I freaking love all of them. But stop hating on Tom Holland so much. Like, I don't understand. The guy's just doing what he's told. Like, he's an awesome Spider-Man. Like, I don't understand why people are hating on him so much. So, like, just remember to, if you don't like the character, don't hate on the actor. They're just doing what they're told. They're just doing what they've been given, the script and everything. Tom Holland, great Spider-Man. Tobey, great Spider-Man. Andrew, great Spider-Man. We haven't had a bad one. They're amazing. I have an autograph of all three of them on my wall next to me at the moment. I'll show a picture of that. Like, I love them all. Hopefully everyone else loves them all. And yeah, just remember, keep the actor and the character separate. Alright everyone, that will be all the topics for today. This is a different kind of video. I just want to discuss some stuff. It's like a video essay. Let me know what you think, if I should do more of these or stick to more of the podcast and everything. Make sure to subscribe, follow our Twitch, and we'll see you in another video.